Daniel Jones and the New York Giants hosting Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome to Seattle, Washington, as we got a matchup here in the NFC between Daniel Jones and the New York Giants hosting Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks here on Fox NFL Sunday, as we welcome you live here in Seattle, Washington, as we got a brilliant day here on Fox NFL Sunday, as a sunny day here in Seattle, Washington. As the Giants won the toss, they had deferred as the wind is at 3 miles per hour with Graham Gano on the kick, and off we go. As Dorian Eskridge is back deep for Seattle as he's on the return. As Bobby Ortega on special teams for the Giants pops him at the 24 as Geno Smith and company will start for the first time here today. As here comes Geno Smith and company on the field for the first time. With Kenneth Walker on the carry, as a carry of just about 6 at the 30-yard line. A nice run to start out for today for Kenneth Walker against this Giants defense, as it's a 6-yard carry as the Seattle offense lined up in I formation as he lowers the shoulder to get extra yards. As 2nd down and 4 is looming for the Seattle offense inside the 30. After that 6-yard carry by Kenneth Walker, here comes the pass, caught by Noah Fant on the outside, and it's going to be brought down right at the marker as it's a first down inside the 34. As big Noah Fant, the tight end, gets stopped right at the marker as the referee's going to call it a first down as the forward progress, as the ball goes right at the line. As here comes first down and 10 at the 34. With Zach Charbonnet lined up in the backfield along with Kenneth Walker. And on the carry, up the middle, if Kenneth Walker with a stiff arm as he gets to the 50-yard line with another first down before Brian Burns, the former Panther, makes the tackle. That was a brilliant carry up the middle and a great block by the offensive line as Kenneth Walker is off to the races as he stiff arms Deonte Banks. As he is off to the races. As 41 seconds is left in this first quarter. After that brilliant carry by Kenneth Walker as Noah Fant shifts in motion. As the play clock is at 3, and another carry for Kenneth Walker. As it's a 3-yard carry at the 48. So far, the Seattle offense, their run game is being really good so far against this Giants defense. As Kenneth Walker is averaging over 7.5 yards a carry against this Giants defense as 2nd down and 7 is coming up. Here comes Geno Smith on 2nd down, throws over the middle to his tight end Noah Fant. This is another first down inside Giants territory as Jalen Mills, the former Patriot, makes the tackle. Geno Smith being comfortable in the pocket and finds Noah Fant up the middle against Tyler Nubin and Jalen Mills. As 10 seconds is left in this first quarter, as the Seattle offense is inside the 38. As the clock goes down to 0 in the last carry of the game, as the first quarter comes to an end, as we see you back after these messages. Welcome back to the second quarter as the Seattle offense has the ball at the Giants territory at the 33-yard line. As they are inside with 2nd down and 5 looming. As Kenneth Walker's lined up in the backfield. Here comes Geno Smith, wants to fire and finds Tyler Lockett inside the 11 with another first down, as that's his first reception of the game. A nice job on the side by Tyler Lockett against Deonte Banks and Tyler Nubin. As Geno Smith throws a laser on the right-hand sideline. As they are inside the 11 in the Giants territory. Here comes the throw. The pass is going to be caught by Jackson Smith. inside the 9. As the clock is continuing to move, as the offense wants to hurry it up. Here comes Geno Smith on 2nd down and 7 with lots of time, and he gets tripped up, stays on his feet, goes to the end zone. It's broken up and nearly intercepted as the ball was hung up in the air. That was a dangerous play by the Seattle offense, as the Giants defense nearly had a turnover, as Geno Smith stays on his feet, was nearly tripped, as a ball intended for Tyler Lockett, as Andrew Phillips breaks the pass away, as that was a near interception on the ricochet. As here comes 2nd down and 7 after that near turnover by the Giants defense. Inside the 9, here comes Geno Smith, throwing in the middle, and it's incomplete, as it's a 3-and-out for the Seattle offense, as the Giants defense gets a stop. As here comes Jason Myers on the kick to make it 3-0. And it's good, as Seattle is on the board with 3 points on the board, as the Giants finally get the ball, as Tyron Tracy is on the return. As we're going to see a little bit of this Giants offense before the first half expires. As here comes Daniel Jones on the field for the first time before the first half expires with 58 seconds remaining. As here comes Daniel Jones on 1st down, throwing to the sideline. It's complete to Darius Slayton inside the 44. As he goes out of bounds to stop the clock with 54 seconds. As this Giants offense is left without Daniel Bellinger, as he's out with an injury, as Tyler Boykin is getting the start for Daniel Bellinger. As here comes 1st down and 10 at the 44 in Seattle territory. More play action, going down the middle of the field, and it's going to be broken up against Devin Witherspoon, as Malik Neighbors was the intended receiver. A near turnover for the Seattle defense, as Daniel Jones tried to go down the field for his intended receiver, as Devin Witherspoon breaks it up, as that clock stops with 50 seconds, as they're inside the 44 after that incompletion. Here comes Daniel Jones on 2nd down and 10, and he's set by Jerome Baker, as the Seattle defense brings the blitz, and it's a loss of 6 with a timeout by the Giants offense. And as we go back to the replay on the sack, as Daniel Jones, again, as Jerome Baker was untouched for the sack, as he'd come home for the blitz, as he was untouched. As here comes 3rd down and 18, and it's an 8-yard loss. Here comes more play action, going to the sideline, and it's going to be caught by Tyron Tracy, and he's going to be way short of a 1st down, as it's a 5-yard catch and run. And another timeout by the Giants. A great job by the Seattle defense to get a stop as they preserve their lead before the first half expires, as Quandre Diggs was on the blitz, as Tyron Tracy was on the reception, as he was the only receiver open in the area. And here comes Gillian on the kick after that 3-and-out. And it's booted, as here comes the Seattle offense as a fair catch is signaled for, as they're inside the 13-yard line with only 32 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes Kenneth Walker on the draw and up the middle, and he's going to be brought back behind the line of scrimmage as Isaiah Simmons makes the tackle. Great job by Isaiah Simmons on the Giants defense as he gets home for the tackle, as it's a 2-yard loss. As he lowers the shoulder, as that was a brilliant tackle by Isaiah Simmons. As the play clock is at 3. And on the handoff to Kenneth Walker again, and great stiff arm, but cannot get away from Byron Burns. As it's 3rd down and 9. As the second quarter is going down to 4 seconds. As the Seattle offense is trying to run the clock out as they keep their lead. As here comes Seattle to run the clock out. On the last play of the game, a handoff is to Kenneth Walker. And the kick is away. To start the second half. As Tyron Tracy's back deep, and as we see you back after these messages. Welcome back to the second half as we get started here today. As the Giants finally get the ball to start the second half with the play clock at 3. And Daniel Jones with a throw over the middle to this tight end, Darren Waller, to start the second half, inside the 32. With a first down inside the 32 to start the second half. As it's a throw over the middle for Darren Waller, the former Raider. As that was a good reception at the middle for the tight end. As here comes more as the pass is going to be going down the field for Malik Neighbors, and it's going to be caught down the field against the safety Quandre Diggs. And Malik Neighbors, who led the Giants in receiving yards, as he goes down the field and gets a reception against the safety Quandre Diggs. As that was a nice throw down the field for his receiver for Daniel Jones. As here comes first down and 10 in Seattle territory. As they're inside the 38, here comes Darren Jones throwing over the middle for his receiver Malik Neighbors against Rashawn Jenkins. As it's another first down inside the 17-yard line. As Daniel Jones is having a hot start in the second half. As Malik Neighbors is having a great start with already 2 catches in the second half. As we already said, he's already the leading receiver for the Giants last season. And on the carry for Devin Singletary up the middle, and Singletary with an 8-yard carry at the 8-yard line as 36 seconds is left in the third quarter. As this Giants offense is on the move, as they're tiring the Seattle defense, as here comes Devin Singletary up the middle with a nice 8-yard carry. As here comes second down and 2 at the 8-yard line. And off the play action, here comes Daniel Jones with a throw over the middle, and it's broken up against Quandre Diggs. And a dangerous pass up the middle for Daniel Jones as Quandre Diggs, the safety, was in the perimeter. Daniel Jones had lots of time as the ball was intended for Darren Waller. As here comes third down and 2 now for the Giants. If they want to get into the end zone, as the throw is going to be caught over the middle. What a catch! Touchdown! The big guy, Darren Waller, and it's in for 6 as the Giants get the lead over the Seattle defense. As that was a great catch over the middle as Darren Waller made a great reception. And what extension. Unbelievable effort by Darren Waller. He's a big guy that can run, and he's a guy that was traded from the Las Vegas Raiders over to the New York Giants. And what a weapon he was for this Giants deep offense. For Daniel Jones in this team. As Graham Gano is on the kick, and it's good. As it's a one-score game. As it's a 4-point game, here comes Graham Gano on the kick with 18 seconds left in the third quarter. As Brian Burns is on the tackle at the 25. As the Seattle offense is back on the field. As Seattle's defense could not stop the Giants offense as they get in the lead over the Seattle offense, the defense. As here comes Geno Smith throwing on the outside for Kenneth Walker against Kayvon Thibodeau. As the clock goes down to 6 seconds. And Geno Smith try to lead a comeback over the Giants as Kayvon Thibodeau makes the tackle against Kenneth Walker as it's a 3-yard reception. As he was the only receiver in the perimeter for Geno Smith as the third quarter is going down to 0 seconds. Here comes Geno Smith on the last play of the game, throwing out down the field, wide open Noah Fant. He's off to the races. He's one man to beat, and he's in for the touchdown. Happy tight ends day here in the National Football League as both tight ends for both teams score, as Noah Fant for the Seattle Seahawks is off to the races as he gets a touchdown to end the third quarter, as that was a brilliant play. As Geno Smith off the play action finds Noah Fant up the middle against the man coverage, as he is off to the races. What unbelievable play by the Seattle offense as they get into for 6 to lead again over the New York Giants as here today. Before the end of the third quarter, as here comes Jason Myers on the extra point, and it's good. As a 3-point game here in Seattle, as Tyrone Tracy's on the kick, on the return. As we'll see you right back after these messages. Welcome back to the fourth quarter as the fourth quarter starts as the Giants are down by 3 here in Seattle. After that touchdown before the end of the third quarter to Noah Fant, and wide open Darius Slayton will throw to start the fourth quarter as it's a first down inside the 43 into Seattle territory. This game is already in the trenches for both teams as both quarterbacks having success against both defense, as Darius Slayton was wide open down the field as he gets into Seattle territory already. As here comes the Giants offense on the move, as more play action, as we lots of time throwing, and it's incomplete inside the 43 as it's an incompletion. As 1:03 is left in the fourth quarter, as the Giants are in a 3-point deficit against the Seattle defense. As that was a ball intended for Darren Waller, as that ball pass was too high. And this is second down and 10 now upcoming, as the Giants are trying to lead a comeback. Throwing over the middle, and it's this time Darren Waller makes the reception as the clock is continuing to move. As this Giants offense is in a 3-point deficit, and the handoff is to Devin Singletary against Jaron Reed. As the clock is continuing to move, trying to make some signs of life, and more play action. Here comes Daniel Jones throwing to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. A good call by the referees as it's an incompletion, as they're going to rule an incompletion, as Darius Slayton caught it, but his feet was not in bounds. And a good call by the referees. As here comes third down and 6, as they're inside field goal territory. As the throw over the middle is going to be caught by Darius Slayton with 37 seconds left. As the offense speeds things up with first down and 10, and a carry is to Devin Singletary up the middle as the clock continues to move with second down and 3 coming up. 22 seconds left. Here comes Devin Singletary with another first down and goal at the 4. As the clock is going down to 14 seconds. As here comes first down and goal. And here comes Tyrone Tracy as it's going to be tackled right at the 2. And a timeout's going to be called by the Giants. With 2 seconds left as the field goal unit is going to be on the field. As here comes Graham Gano as Seattle gets a timeout to try to sort things out as the field goal unit stays on the field for the Giants to try to tie this game, to send this game to overtime here in Seattle, Washington, with 2 seconds left. Graham Gano's kick is good. And we are in overtime as the going underway as with 1 second left. Graham Gano on the kick for Dorian Eskridge. As Brian Burns kicks it and boots him down at the third, as overtime is underway. As we'll see you right after this to start overtime. Welcome back to this matchup here in Seattle, Washington, as we got a brilliant one here today, as both teams are in overtime with 10-10 tied, as the Giants kick it to the Seattle offense, as they won the toss to start overtime. As here comes Dorian Eskridge on the return for Seattle. Popped by Andrew Phillips right at the 29. As here comes Geno Smith on the field to start overtime with an empty set on first down at the 29-yard line. As here comes Geno Smith with a throw over the middle for his tight end Noah Fant, spins away as Kayvon Thibodeau makes the tackle, as there's an 8-yard reception for Noah Fant to start overtime. You gotta admit, Geno Smith all day, he's been settling, he hasn't taken not one sack in this game, as Noah Fant with a brilliant spin move against Isaiah Simmons. As an 8-yard reception for Noah Fant as he shifts in motion to the slot to the right. Here comes play action to Kenneth Walker as Kenneth Walker makes the catch. And it's a first down at the 43 with the clock at 1:06 left. A smart choice by Geno Smith as on the play action as Kenneth Walker on the outside on the flat makes the reception against Tyler Nubin. As this game has been put onto the trenches. As here comes first down at the 43 and on the handoff to Kenneth Walker. And Kenneth Walker with another carry. It is a 5-yard carry at the 48. As the clock is rolling. As Kenneth Walker is averaging over 6.5 yards a carry against this Giants team. As the play clock is at 4 seconds, here comes Geno Smith, wants to throw it to the outside, it's caught by Kenneth Walker. As the Seattle offense is going to use their first timeout in overtime with 43 seconds left. As Kenneth Walker is on the catch, as it's a 3rd down and 3 looming. And outside on the flat, and as he takes the hit. As here comes 3rd down and 3 for Seattle. And on the carry for Kenneth Walker, as he's blown up behind the backfield, it's a loss of 3, and it's a 3 and out. As with 35 seconds left, as the Giants defense makes a stop, as they were lined up in man coverage, as that was great penetration by the defensive line for the Giants. As there's 35 seconds left in overtime, as Dickerson is on the kick. As here comes the kick down the field, and it's going to be a fair catch signal for it at the 14-yard line. As here comes the Giants back on the field with 25 seconds left. As they're going to want to try to win it for the Giants, and a throw down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. As both quarterbacks to start overtime had, on our first possessions, had both incompletions to start their drives. As the ball intended for Malik Neighbors, as he was in triple coverage. Not where you want to be if you're in the center of attention. And the throw is going to be thrown over the middle for Darius Slayton. And another pass over the middle is going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And if the offense is on the move, here comes Daniel Jones with lots of time throwing over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted. One right there. And that might be the play of the game for Seattle. That was a miraculous, unbelievable play by the Seattle Seahawks defense as Quandre Diggs, the safety, gets the interception. And it's now all up to Seattle to try to win this game here in overtime. Unless if the Giants defense gets a stop, this is it. and hand out to Kenneth Walker up the middle. And Kenneth Walker with a timeout, as looks like the offense is going to stay on the field with 4 seconds left. And it looks like Kenneth Walker will run the game out, as the game will result as a tie here in this game here in the National Football League. As this is a brilliant game in terms of defense and offense here today. As we look at the stat sheet for both running backs, Kenneth Walker for Seattle having 38 yards on the ground, with Devin Singletary for 22 yards total, with Daniel Jones passing for 154 yards in total, with Geno Smith for 126. As both teams had a great game and a great day so far.